All right, this is June 21st, another day of my Trading Journal series here. And one of the things that was a magnificent play today, I actually ended up getting close to the bottom and almost the top of today's SPY movement. So let me just go over my trade today, why I got into it, and what actually got me to enter. So for today, I had a 15, I think, or 30-minute FVG level down here from this massive pump up on, I believe this is the 17th of on Monday. There was this massive pump up. There was this small FVG created on the 30-minute time frame. And again, when it comes to FVGs, if I am looking for a bounce, I usually take the very bottom of the FVG. And if I'm looking for a reject, I usually take the very top. This gives me the best risk to the reward, in my opinion. So I only mark down the very bottom here, given that I'm not really interested on the beginning or the top part of the FVG. So if I were to keep going to the price action for today, there was a level that came in 3 cents shy in the 3-minute time frame, 3 cents shy from the actual entry point. It was the bottom today was at 543.2. Or 2 cents, excuse me. And then the FVG bottom was at 542.99. So it was literally 3 cents off, a very, very close entry. I did not get in on there right then and there because it was only 9:45 and we had some news coming out at 9:45 and 10 a.m. this morning. So I waited for that news drop to happen, and once it occurred, I waited for another retest here. This was a beautiful retest of the general area of where the supply was sitting in. So I took my entry right here once I saw this reaction off of the 3-minute time frame. Volume was also in correlation with that, especially given how the previous candle was a very bearish candle. The wick was extremely bearish, yet the volume had surpassed it in comparison, right? So I got in around this one candle, and I did end up being in chop because today was a not so great price action. We do have OPEX. This was Lotto Friday and OPEX, so not the best price action, but I did ride the wave up. And this was a lot of times at break even, a little bit of in profits, break even. I did see a little red in these contracts at a time, but it eventually got to my price target, which was the break of this 545.26. And I exited right here when I saw this big pump up and then this massive push down with what I would consider an equal amount of volume down here. So if I were to see, this big pump up and then the volume down here was fairly equal, a little bit less, but I would have really wanted this 3-minute candle to have closed green rather than red, given how this was a level of interest for puts at this time. So I actually ended up green today. I survived the whiplash of OPEX, and I did not know, but I ended up catching, I guess, somewhat close to the bottom and exiting right at the top, which is pretty great in my opinion. And so let me see. Yesterday, I ended the account, I believe, around $54 or $56. I gotta really have like a counter somewhere in this in the screen to kind of keep track of things. But for today, I am ending with a 30% increase on my account, which puts me at $75, and that is a total of $23 of an increase. So that's pretty great. Again, this is a micro account, so the wins will be small, and this is base hits. And not only that, but it's also giving me confidence in my style of trading. It's giving me confidence on where to enter, where to exit, where to put my stop losses. I mean, it is building up my momentum, right? So these aren't $100 plays, $1,000 plays, some crazy amount of plays. Like these are base hits, and this is what I would consider a very good move. And yeah, I'm happy with today's outcome. So on to next week, and hopefully we get really good price action going on to the end of the month now.